what's going on, guys? I'm Jedi. So, for today's video, I was scrolling through the news, of course, like always, trying to find a perfect topic for us. And guess what? We found out that Trump actually stopped a huge part of our competition. And it's competition in everything, pretty much trading, free markets, anything that's there, pretty much technology, money-wise, like metal-wise, stock market-wise, anything. A huge competitor has been taken down, or pretty much has been stopped from doing many main businesses with the US, and that place is Hong Kong. So let's talk about what happened. All right, so let's go. All right, so basically, to start off, all I want to say is that, first of all, before I even get into this, it's not really about Hong Kong by itself. It was more about China as a whole and how to stop everything with China. Trump decided to stop Hong Kong to kind of get it as like a punishment for China, since they are bringing a lot in between each other to make them a powerhouse. So basically, let's start off from the beginning, like always. So when we have China, we have it as a whole, and we know that many different countries like India and most of the part of South Asia really do not want to have any kind of business. That includes like Pakistan and many other things. Don't really want to have that much of business with China because they think that stopping stuff with China will kind of make them kind of reveal what's been going on, because we know that the COVID-19 cases have been dropping severely. Like China was up here and US was right here, and now the US went all the way up here and China just went poof, dropped all the way down. And you know, of course, that's a little bit suspicious. So people are suspecting that they might be hiding bodies, but I've talked about a lot about that in my coronavirus videos. Go to my channel and check that out if you want more info, of course. So pretty much when all that happens, we realize that China has been hiding a lot, and of course we use China for everything. Our cell phones, our apps, stock market, anything that's made, anything that you're probably holding, even wearing, is pretty much made in China, because of the fact that China is like a huge manufacturer and they're basically like a huge factory. So the best way to punish them is to stop using things. So India took the stance of stopping the apps, so they stopped using a bunch of apps and a bunch of Chinese softwares, and now Trump has decided to throw a ban on most Chinese things. Soon, people are suspecting that he will throw a ban on TikTok. I talked about that. Check that out also. And pretty much he's trying to ban everything. And one of the easiest ways he can do that is by throwing a ban on Hong Kong, because we know that Hong Kong is just a small part of the whole Chinese market. So if we take that down, then that's basically taking down basically knocking two birds off with one stone. So that's basically what Trump decided to do. Do you agree with them? If you do, that's great. If you don't, then you can join the Democratic side, and we're going to talk about them. So the Democratic side, what they believe is that it's a bad idea to cut off communications and markets with one of our top allies or friends, you know, pretty much Hong Kong, because they do bring in a lot of money, so they're not a direct ally, but with the market-wise and money-wise, they do bring in a lot. So of course, the Democratic Party, disagreeing with Trump, decide that that's a bad idea. Now, if we jump into the Republican Party, we realize that the Republicans believe that this is a great idea to completely stop China and punish them, so then we can actually get more of what China's been hiding, and then we can just know if China is actually worth like partnering up with, and then, you know, slowly open Hong Kong and China up between us, so then we can kind of uncover and see what's really going on with the virus. So with all that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow in a new video, and bye.